Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special edition of CHAN 2020. And we shall be talking about the opening game that shall take place at the Amadou Ejo Stadium in Yaoundé, where the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon shall play against Zimbabwe at exactly 5 p.m. And well, before we kickstart our program, let's get to our panelists. Good evening, Coach Jacques Marcel Boum. Good evening.
Bonsoir Kayamba, bonsoir à tous ceux qui nous regardent. Nous sommes fiers toujours d'être avec Cameroun TV et nous pensons que nous allons leur donner durant toute la compétition des bonnes nouvelles. Déjà des bonnes nouvelles parce que le Cameroun participe et le Cameroun organise. Donc, qui compte sur nous, nous sommes là pour eux.
And also, good evening, Kang Elvis, and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, Kang Tuyayamba. Good evening to all televiewers. It's always a pleasure being here, and the long-awaited CHAN will kickstart today with Cameroon hosting Zimbabwe, and I think it's going to be a game and a most-watched game, especially for Team Cameroon.
Well, let's get straight to the talking point, and we talk about Pool A of the CHAN. And Pool A is made up of Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Mali, and Burkina Faso. And well, the squad for the CHAN, and it's made up of a lot of surprises. Elvis, we have the likes of Jacques Zoua, whom so many pressmen have complained. Eyes for Turo Kings. The team from Yaoundé in the regional championship that has 3 players in that squad, of which the regional championship has not even started taking place, or has not even started in the center region, or they have not played up to even three games. But that team is producing 3 players from into the Indomitable Lions A Prime squad. So let's just get to the team that is going to represent Cameroon. And for the goalkeepers, we have Ashu Kerido of PWG of Bamenda. We have Epanele Tizista Rena, Dande Junior of Apejes Onfu. Coach, let me get to you, Elvis, first. Elvis, if you look at these 3 goalkeepers, we are seeing the notable absence of a goalkeeper like Anya Derek in that squad. But we have Epanele Tizi, Ashu Kerido of PWG of Bamenda, and Dande Junior. Do you think those 3 goalkeepers are really the best coming from the national triangle?
Well, I want to first of all say, when you talk with somebody like Ashu Kerido, I think he merits the call up for the
A Prime squad,
because he has been actively involved in the preparation for the CAF Champions League with PWB Social Club of Bamenda. He had many friendly games that he had involved himself in, and they played the African Champions League. You saw his output, even though they were booted out at the early stage of the competition. But I think his position there, he merits it. And somebody, the likes of Dande Junior, I think he's also a very fine goalkeeper as far as football is concerned, because you know Dande Junior is a goalkeeper from Star Rena of Melon, and you want to understand that he has...
Epanele Tizi is of Star Rena.
Yeah, Epanele Tizi is of Star Rena, and Dande Junior has proven beyond reasonable doubt that is a goalkeeper that we can always count on as well. The lines of the so-called goalkeeper that we didn't bring in the lights, that we did not call.
Anya Derek of Cotton Sport of Garwa.
Cotton Sport of Garwa. He was first of all Panther Sportive. And we know that he has a very good record as far as Panther Sportive of Day, because the early season of 2018-2019, you saw what he did. He had excellent records with like 11 games, he kept 11 clean sheets in that, season. And we're hoping that somebody like Anya Derek should have been in the list. But with somebody, because when you look at the list, first of all, you understand that the Kerido was not in the list. But later, after the CAF Champions League, they brought Kerido. And I think Anya Derek had the time when Coach Aroga was there. Anya Derek, I thought maybe Anya Derek was supposed to be the goal pusher for Team Cameroon, but things turn around. As far as the goal post is concerned, I think the 3 goalkeepers that we have at the moment are the best that we have for now. But I think if we will have to go into team competition, I think Kerido should be at the goal post, because he had in more game time than the other goalkeepers?
Well, let's get to the defensive compartment. We have Banga Bijame of Coton Sport of Garwa, Pierre Etame Gombe Coton Sport, Carl Junior Ndedi of AS Dunlap, Gabriel Fispenda of Apejes Fu, and Mburi Basil of PW of Bamenda, Tony Steve Roberto of Stade Renat, and Serge Andulo Union Sportive of Douala, and Mahmoudou Hassana of Coton Sport of Garwa. Now we have Banga Bijame has been handed the captain ban throughout this competition. A player from Coton Sport, and as coach, he has been proving beyond all reasonable doubt that he's a player to watch.
Ouais, moi je pense que le Cameroun n'a pas eu de championnat. Donc j'avais même proposé à un moment donné qu'il faut prendre les joueurs, plus de joueurs de Coton Sport et depuis d'habitude de Bamenda. Quand vous allez voir, parce que c'est au moins des joueurs qui ont suivi des matchs de préparation, qui ont joué beaucoup de matchs de préparation et qui sont en jambes. Parce que le championnat n'a pas eu lieu au Cameroun jusqu'à ce jour. Donc je ne sais pas sur quoi on a compté pour prendre tous ces joueurs-là. Moi j'aurais pensé, comme d'autres pays africains ont fait, il y a des équipes qui ont 12 joueurs dans leur effectif d'une telle équipe. Je pense que ceux de Coton et depuis d'abord dit au moins qui ont suivi une bonne préparation, comme il a parlé du gardien Keredo, Assou Keredo, qui a joué et qui continue à jouer les matchs de Coupe d'Afrique. Je pense que voilà, Etame joue avec Coton. Je pense que ceux-là qui sont en jambes, il faut les faire jouer. Maintenant, celui qu'on a choisi comme capitaine, je pense que c'est des joueurs d'avenir. Si notre championnat était bien organisé, je pense que ce genre de joueurs, on devait les suivre et savoir qu'on les suit pendant cette compétition, après on les suit pendant le championnat, et voir comment ils peuvent grandir, et pourquoi pas remplacer ceux de l'équipe nationale, Seigneur.
Well, let's get to the midfield compartment. We have Nassis Len, okay. For the midfield compartment, we have Felix Okine of Coton Sport, Badudana Onana of Stade Renat, Thierry Twente, Coton Sport, Emmanuel Joël Kofana, Kanoni Yaoundé, Martin Ako Asomo, Apejes Zenfou, Bertrand Junior Mani, Colombe of Jan Lobo, Alfred Meyong of Stade Renat, Fede Junior Anthony of AS Forturu. Those are one of the players from AS Forturo, and for the attackers, we have Joseph Yannick Njeng, AS Forturo, Jacques Zoua, AS Forturo, Brian Soga, Apejes Mfu, Royan Mbogang of UMS of Loom. 3 players coming from AS Forturo, Jacques Zoua, Fede Junior, and also Joseph Yannick Njeng. Coach Ebumbu.
Je pense que il y a certainement un problème. Le problème que moi je vois, le coach Tungu Pile
select some few players from there. Tinto John Bosco is in a very good form. Before he left, he played good football for PWD Social Club of Bamenda. You called him one time in the squad, and then you didn't bother to call him again. We should forget about the aspect that he's playing for the under-20. If he merits a position in the local championship, bring him in and then try to see how you could boost your attack, because I think that he's a very nice player. He's energetic, he's young. When we talk about, let's talk about a player like Tabawa. He has experience with no Etabawa of his speed. So you cannot bring in players and then you leave an experienced player that could play the left back and the right back, and then you bring your own players. I don't want to talk about the likes of Jacques Zoua, because I think it's bizarre for a coach to bring such a player who did not give anything as far as the national team itself is concerned, and then you bring him at the level of the amateurs. And what are you expecting from him? So the aspect of bringing players from the regional league, I think it is time we can come up. We can go down to even Fusa, because I think that there can be players there that can play much better football than what Jacques Zoua is going to perform. Go to Bestas, there are players there that could play good football. If you want to talk about players that are playing in the regional league, no. We should leave politics. We should not make politics affect our football. And I think this is what is killing our football. Because if you want to know the lives of Tongo Pile, news is everywhere. You are taking money to come and kill the country. You were proven wrong. We expected that, okay, prove us wrong, prove the analysts wrong, prove the journalists wrong. The pre-Shan tournament was there. We wanted to see what these players that you call in camp, they have to do. You play friendly games with the likes of Eding, and then you get some results. You think that, no, maybe your team is ready, and you organize a pre-Shan. You finally understood that the team is not ready. And let me tell you, Akayamba, it was at a point where all of us knew that Tongo Pile was supposed to leave, but just because of the short duration, it should have been like Cameroon.
Very, very catastrophic.
Yeah, it should have been catastrophic. That is why I think that they just maintained Tongo Pile. But I think that he still had an opportunity to go back to this under-21, under-20 team, look some young guys, bring them in, and then try to see the ones that you already have. Like Coach Ebumbu said, for me, I think that the players that were supposed to call in camp to play the African Nations Championship was supposed to be majority from Cotton Sport of Garwa
and PW
Bamenda. At one point, I even said, now that things are getting bad, just take a squad from Cotton Sport of Garwa and then take them, because they are the people who are showing us that football.
Yeah, of course.
They are giving us the green
light
as far as,
the thing is that not all players of Cotton Sport of Garwa are Cameroonians. That's the problem.
No,
there are foreigners in the team.
That's what I'm saying, that you could bring in the ones that are Cameroonian that are playing, because I think majority of the players that are playing for the CAF Confederation Cup are Cameroonians. I know all of them are not players who are from out. So I think that bringing in these players and then look the ones that you can remove from the old squad and then match with the players, I think it should have been a formidable team to go with, because we already know that if you take somebody like Tinjo John Bosco has so many rules. When he played under David Pago, he played the midfield. He's a 9-shirted player, he's a 10-shirted player. So I think you could bring in the likes of such a player. I don't think with the likes of Jacques Zoua mounting the stage that he's supposed to be our number 9 shirt, we need to expect any goal from Cameroon as far as the game of today is concerned.
Je voudrais ajouter quelque chose. Je pense que quand on va dans un tournoi, c'est deux choses. Où on va pour gagner, ou on va pour apprendre. Et quand on va pour gagner, il faut préparer des joueurs capables de donner le résultat immédiat. Maintenant, on a dit, on a Coton, on a Pudabudi. Et puis les enfants qui viennent de gagner le championnat de l'UNEFAC là. Je pense que, comme il a si bien dit, il y a de très bons joueurs là. Au lieu d'aller dans une compétition, qu'on sait qu'on n'est pas en jambes, on n'a pas eu de championnat, prenons ces enfants là, même s'ils vont pour apprendre, l'année prochaine on se prépare pour gagner. Parce qu'on n'a pas eu de championnat. Comment est-ce qu'on peut faire pour gagner ce tournoi avec des joueurs qui sortent de 3e division, qui sortent de partout, alors que tu as des gars dans cette UNEFAC là qui jouent en première division et qui sortent d'un championnat où ils ont gagné, ils sont en confiance. Il faut les mélanger avec les joueurs de Coton, avec les joueurs de Pudabudi. On forme un bon groupe pour l'avenir du Cameroun.
Well, let's take this commercial break for our part from our main sponsors, Camtel, and we shall be back.
Welcome to Limbe, the town of friendship, where we shall be witnessing the
African Nations Championship that is to kick off today at the national capital, Yaoundé. And we are going to see teams like Tanzania, Zambia, Namibia, and Guinea ply their trade here at the Limbe Omid Sports Stadium. And for the special edition of the CHAN 2020, we shall be talking about the various pools, Pool A, Pool B, Pool C, Pool D, and Limbe shall be the center or the spotlight for Pool D. And we are going to talk about special events like the touristic areas where visitors are going to visit when they come to Limbe, and also the cultural aspects of the town of friendship that is Limbe, and also the hospitality that the people of Limbe are going to offer to visitors coming to watch the African Nations Championship. And let's move over and get to digest the various pools, or Pool A, where the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon shall be taking on Zimbabwe at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium. And don't forget, we shall be having our special sponsor, that is Camtel, the telecommunication network, the National Telecommunication Network Camtel, shall be our official sponsor throughout the African Nations Championship that shall be taking place in Cameroon from the 16th of January to the 7th of February.
Camtel has embarked on customer centricity and change management. That is, putting customers at the center of all its operations. Within the framework of fight against COVID-19, Madam the General Manager of Camtel has tailored offers to ease implementation of government's measures to keep social distancing by staying at home, studying from home, working from distance, and holding distance business meetings. These offers are mobile internet at a very cheap rate, whereby instead of 45 gig for 10,000 francs, it is 150 gig for the same price as at now. A SIM card costs 500 francs with initial 2 gig free of charge for internet connections within 24 hours. There is also activation of internet from home through short codes. You can get the code through Camtel's commercial centers. Another important offer is the distance business meetings, which enables organizations and institutions to hold video conference calls from 3 to 100 persons, be it national or international. Moreover, there is optic fiber to home from 15,000 francs upwards. Get to Camtel centers for your subscription. All video conference calls from 3 to 100 persons, be it national or international. Moreover, there is optic fiber to home from 15,000 francs upwards. Get to Camtel centers for your subscription. Our guideline strategies: customer centricity, change management. Camtel, the broadband universe.
Welcome back, to the special program CHAN 2020. Our main sponsor, Good evening, Mr. John, and you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for having me here with you, and it's a pleasure.
And now, Camtel is our official sponsor of the special CHAN 2020 program. What special does Camtel have to offer to its clients throughout the Limbe municipality, throughout the Southwest region and in Cameroon?
Camtel has a lot. We have a lot of offers today, and I'm going to just send the messages. I don't know if you guys have received it, but messages are just going viral, and I'm just going to read it out to you viewers. Camtel has Blue M. Blue M has unlimited Facebook, unlimited Twitter, unlimited WhatsApp, and unlimited Telegram. 22 GB for every website, 200 SMS on net, 30 minutes all networks, and this is going to last for 30 days. So make a tell you now Facebook, now Twitter, now WhatsApp, now Telegram, where you the want. All them there for you, for triple. So I say all the people. So make sure you go out there and you Camtel is out there for us. C'est bleu. And it doesn't stop there. Camtel don't do them again. We have a lot of offers coming up. hours, 12 hours, 15 hours for Fab Colo only. Now only Fab Colo will use and boost all these things. Will you give them hot or cold? Blue XL there, Blue XL never stop. Blue XL will continue. You get Blue XL. All things them now unlimited for Camtel now. So all things unlimited for Camtel. Instagram and YouTube non-stop for 10 Colo only. My man, you never yet see anything. No. We continue. Insta Live, where we have Insta Live now. So for Fab Colo month for Insta Live. Those of you who like to use your phone to punch, go online. You better hurry up. Camtel has it for you. This month now volume, plenty for you type this month. So we continue and we have Blue S. Blue S have unlimited social media for 2 Colo. Enjoyment, top, today, syndicate for kill person here. Higher. Then we continue to have Blue XXL. Blue XXL. Whether na film on a so unlimited data, it dey paka for 20 Colo only. Unlimited data, they paka for 20 Colo. Now we own the game this time. This time now we own the game. We go to the next one, Blue L. Blue L is talking about Insta Live. Tout le monde. We're talking about Insta Live. Tout le mois, ça c'est Insta Live. Donc, ça ne se vole pas. Fab Colo seulement. Le volume est bon. Okay, we continue with Blue XXL. Okay, then when you have Blue XXL, we are talking about unlimited data for your movies and your series where you can watch and enjoy. Then we continue with unlimited XXL in French. We say les films, les séries illimités à 20 Colo seulement. On chill le game le tout aussi, c'est nous Camtel. Then we continue where we have blues. So we say blues, we say le réseau social illimité, 2 Colo seulement. Syndiqué, c'est le Yango. So we say to get this blue, you have to just look at Yope. So you buy your Yope airtime and you dial star 825 hash. Star 825 hash. Then you get your packages free. Then we continue now, we say Blue XL in French. We say réseaux sociaux non-stop, Instagram non-stop, streaming non-stop et seulement à 10 Colo. Membre, tu vas lire. Un point, c'est bleu. So that is all we have that I've brought to you.
And packages, if one needs to get an airtime or any of this package, where can one go to? The particular sales points that Camtel has made available, that customers can go out there, even visitors that have come into the country can go out there and get it, which is easily accessible.
Okay, it's very easy. Our sales points is very easy. If you are new in Limbe, for the strangers who have in Limbe, when you're coming down from my 4, where you have half mile, I believe everybody knows half mile, yeah. In French, or Centreville, where you have half mile, you just come down straight forward like beach, where you have a bank, you have Easy Shop, like you go to our famous community field. Yes, just in front of community field. Down there, you're going to see in front of the Camtel main office, you're going to see the sell points right outside there, where you have people who are there on points to serve you, and you pay for these offers.
Thank you very much for coming, and we hope to have you in our next edition to educate most of the customers of Camtel on the services that are available at this point during the Chan. And the special edition of the Chan 2020 continues after this break.
Welcome to Limbe, the town of friendship, where we shall be witnessing the African Nations Championship that is to kick off today at the national capital, Yaoundé. And we are going to see teams like Tanzania, Zambia, Namibia, and Guinea ply their trade here at the Limbe Omid Sports Stadium. And for the special edition of the CHAN 2020, we shall be talking about the various pools, Pool A, Pool B, Pool C, Pool D, and Limbe shall be the center or the spotlight for Pool D. And we are going to talk about special events like the touristic areas where visitors are going to visit when they come to Limbe, and also the cultural aspects of the town of Friendship, that is Limbe, and also the hospitality that the people of Limbe are going to offer to visitors coming to watch the African Nations Championship. And let's move over and get to digest the various pools, or Pool A, where the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon shall be taking on Zimbabwe at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium. Don't forget, we shall be having our special sponsor, that is Camtel, the telecommunication network, the National Telecommunication Network Camtel, shall be our official sponsor throughout the African Nations Championship that shall be taking place in Cameroon from the 16th of January to the 7th of February.
Welcome back, and you are on to the special CHAN program 2020. Well, let's talk about Pool D, that is Limbe. And Limbe is going to host Tanzania, Zambia, Guinea, and Namibia. And we had to capture the entry of Tanzania into Limbe. Team Tanzania are in town, they were in town. And we captured when they got into the Limbe Atlantic Beach Hotel, where they are stationed there, and they will be taking their training sessions from the Limbe Centenary Stadium. Well, the first game, Limbe Pool D, the first games of Pool D shall take place on the 19th of January. That is at Limbe Umi Sports Stadium, and it's going to first game between Tanzania and Zambia at exactly 5 p.m. and the second game at exactly 8 p.m. Guinea Conakry versus Namibia. Now, Coach, before we come up to round up about the Indomitable Lions game that is going to take place today at exactly 5 p.m. Tanzania, Namibia, Guinea, and Zambia. Who do you think is the most fierce team or fair team in that pool? In the pool where we have in Pool D in Limbe.
Bon, je pense que je ne sais pas si la CAF a choisi 3 équipes dont leur nom finit par IE. Parce que si tu as Zambie, ça finit par IE. Tu as Tanzanie, ça finit par IE. Tu as Namibie, ça finit par IE. Il n'y a que la Guinée seule qui finit par double I. Donc je pense que ces équipes, c'est 4 équipes qui ont déjà fait leur nom. On connaît la Zambie, on connaît la Tanzanie, on connaît la Guinée, on connaît la Namibie. Maintenant, ce que je vais dire, c'est que toutes ces nations-là sont en train de grandir en football. Toutes ces nations sont en train de grandir. C'est pas facile de déterminer avant d'avoir vu un club jouer.
Ils ont un très bon championnat maintenant.
Tous ces pays-là, le Cameroun pour aller jouer en Tanzanie, pour aller jouer en Namibie, pour aller jouer en Zambie. Donc je pense que c'est des nations qui sont en train de grandir. Donc pour définir maintenant qui peut, parmi les 4 là, ça va être difficile. Mais je pense que la Zambie a fait un nom, la Guinée a fait un nom, la Namibie et puis la Tanzanie qui a un très grand championnat maintenant. La Tanzanie a un grand championnat parce que les joueurs africains partent de partout pour venir jouer en Tanzanie parce qu'ils payent bien. Donc je pense que allons-y le 19, voir les 4 clubs et puis on va commencer à déterminer en fonction des premiers résultats. Parce que les premiers matchs d'un tournoi sont très importants. Il faut le faire. Quand tu gagnes le premier, ça motive pour la suite.
And Elvis, who do you think are your favorites, two teams to go through this pool?
Well, if you want to look at this pool, we have the likes of Zambia with the Chikolo, and you want to understand that the Zambian team is one team that you have to look.
They beat Cameroon fair and square in the pre-CHAN tournament.
So that's why I said you have to watch out for them. But let's not forget history. Zambia has been in this competition 4 times, and they finished at the 3rd position in 2009. That's their best so far. So let's go to Guinea. Guinea, which is another team. In 2016, they finished at the 4th position and have been in the competition 3 times. So this is going to be the 4th time in Cameroon. So I think the and Zambia, those are the 2 teams that I think they are informed. Tanzania is not left out, but we know how football has evolved in Tanzania. It's another team that we need to watch out for. So I think the fight is going to be between Zambia and Guinea. We're not leaving out Tanzania, but when you look at this group, you realize that the group, I think, is one of the groups that we have to concentrate on, because all of these clubs, they have history as far as the African Nations Championship is concerned, because most of them has been in the tournament at least 3 times. But Zambia and Guinea, I think those are the people, if you want to see who is going to qualify and who is not going to qualify, I think that those 2 teams are going to qualify. But let's not forget Tanzania, because if Zambia wants to sleep, then Tanzania is going to take their space. But for the 2, I think Guinea and Zambia are the most alright.
Well, that is Pool D, and time is not on our side. It is here we call it quit in today's edition of the program. But before we go, thanks, ladies and thank you, gentlemen, for coming. And we just hope that the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon will do us proud, will make us proud come 5 p.m. when they kick off their campaign against Zimbabwe. And the next program we shall be having on that is going to be on Tuesday, when Pool D shall kick off at the Limbe Ngeme Omi Sports Stadium. Stay tuned for all other programs of Come One Television. Until then, tomorrow is another day.